be unemotional and unmoved when we report what goes on in the country. But I seek your forgiveness tonight because I am not unemotional. I am not unmoved. I am one among the women of this country who leaves her office every day worried about whether or not she will reach home in one piece. Because it doesn't matter in this country how well you do, how hard you work, how well you distinguish yourself from everybody else. You will always be a piece of meat to be violated. I want to read out to you what has happened in the last 3 days. A class 10 student in a boarding school was allegedly gang raped by 4 other students. The school in question covered up the incident, transferred the boys who had raped this student, attempted to give her an abortion and threatened her not to tell anyone. A widow in Rewari was raped by 2 people who drugged her, dragged her into the fields of Haryana and then raped her. A minor girl was gang raped by minor boys. 4 boys between the age of 12 and 15 raped her. In our glorious national capital of New Delhi, a 7-year-old child was picked up by a neighbor. She was raped and a water pipe was inserted into her private parts. She was found bleeding on the street when a relative spotted her and brought her back home. She is now in intensive care. Her mother is a single parent who cannot afford her treatment. And let's not forget the young lady who was raped in Haryana, drugged, picked up and raped because she had done so well in her studies that nobody could bear to see it. Where is the outrage? Where are the leaders of our country? Where are the leaders of our states? Where are those people who show up during elections to ask us for votes? We are 1/2 of this country. We are 1/2 of the votes. We are citizens. We are not as important, obviously, right now as all of the other things that the government is focused on. When was the last time someone in government came out and talked about the problems we're facing, acknowledged that they are failing us, talked about how they're going to change anything? Look at the data. The Nirbhaya fund is not being used. The fast-track courts are not being improved. We are not actually getting cops who will help us out. The cops are actually chasing after VIPs instead of providing us with basic security. We are not important. And this is not a question of politics. I don't care which party you are from. If you are in charge, you better be doing your job. And if we are having to report these many rapes in one day, then you are not doing your job. I refuse to walk away from this with the